Good morning, second years. Today now we are going to see about the second unit, second year CET, Communication and Education Technology, that is a fifth unit. Okay, in that fifth unit, we are taking that is a principles of education and teaching learning process. Okay, so meaning of education, I think already you have studied in your psychology classes, that is regarding that schools of philosophy, like realism, idealism, naturalism, and one more thing, that is what you have studied, that is idealism, naturalism, pragmatism, and the realism. Okay, so these are all the classes you have taken. These are all the classes you have attended in your psychology classes. Okay, so what I am thinking, that is you can write a one assignment on, that is for what is that 4 schools. Okay, that in that 4 schools, what are the things are there, like nature of learner, curriculum, discipline, and role of teacher, teaching methodology, teacher student relationship. Okay, so these are all the things when you are learning, so you come to know that what is the schools of education and what is the importance of education. Okay, understood. So these are all the things. Before that, I want to tell you, that is what do you mean by the education. The word education is derived from the Latin word, that is educare. Okay, which means to lead out. Okay, some educationalists believe that the word education has been derived from the 2 words, that is e and deco. E means out of and do means lead. Okay, so that is some education, we can call it as a pedagogy, is another word which is commonly used for mentioning the education. Okay, so the idea of education is not merely to impart knowledge of the people in some subjects, but in develop in him those habits and attitudes with which it may successful free from the future. Understood? So broadly speaking, education refers to any act or experience. Okay, education refers to any act or experience that is intended to modify the behavior of an individual. Okay, once again I'll tell you. Broadly speaking, education refers to any act or experience that is intended to modify the behavior of the individual. Education is a product of experience. Okay, it is a dynamic complex process through which the experience of the race, that is knowledge, skills, and attitudes are transmitted to the member, to the community. Understood? Once again, the education refers to any act or experience that is intended to modify the behavior of an individual. Education is a product of experience. It is a dynamic complex process through which the experience of the race, that is knowledge, skills, and attitude are transmitted to the member, to the community. Clear? Okay, so education is an act of process. Education is an act of process of acquiring and imparting the knowledge in crucial to the development of the learner with a view to his or her participation. Is the formation of the world is a better tomorrow. Once again, so education is an act of process by acquiring the imparting knowledge is crucial to the development of the learner with a view to his or her participation. Is the formation of the world for the better tomorrow. Understood? Clear? Okay, then relationship between the philosophy and education. What is the relationship between the philosophy and the education? The term philosophy has a Greek origin. Okay, it's a Greek origin, that is philosophia. Okay, philosophia is a philo means it is a love. Philo means it's a love, and sophia means wisdom. So love the wisdom. Okay, so now already I have said regarding the assignment, psychology you have studied, that is idealism, naturalism, pragmatism, and realism. So in that you have to make it in this on a horizontal way of, you can make it a columns and you can write it like a nature of learner, that is in x-axis you can write it like a this one assignments like nature of learner, curriculum, discipline, role of teacher in education, aims of education, teaching methodology, teacher-student relationship. In y-axis, that is here it is in the x-axis. Okay, so in x-axis you can write idealism, naturalism, pragmatism and realism. Okay, clear? So this way you have to make it and write. You can refer the book or you can Google search, you can search and you can get the results and you can follow the copies. Clear? Okay, once again the assignments you have to make it like a that is a y-axis, you can make it like a assignments: nature of learner, curriculum, discipline, role of teacher in education, aims of education, teaching methodology, teacher-student relationship. Okay, so next one is in that x-axis you can make it as a realism, idealism, naturalism, pragmatism. Okay, understood? So these are all the things we have to write. So next we are going to move on to concept and the concept of education and the aims of education. Okay, so what are all the concepts are there? The concepts are concepts are the wisdom and the truth. It providing certain guidelines. Philosophy is directed towards the education. Okay, educational philosophy is an application of philosophy. The source of objectives required by education is philosophy. The sound philosophy of education is based on the philosophy of life. Okay, so then philosophies are serving the purpose of guiding the education system in order to get a clear idea about forthcoming discussion. Okay, that is we will tell you that is which are all the areas. It is the philosophy is influencing in education in nature of learner, curriculum, discipline and role of teacher in education, aims of education, teaching methodology and teacher student relationship. Okay, so in that lot of bonds are there, like in philosophy and the education. Okay, so bonds in the sense natural bond, so logical bond, social bond, cultural bond and the human bonds. Okay, so in that is it is not necessary, but you should know that. That's what I am telling. Okay, so natural bond is between two or more things or process that are rooted in their very nature. Okay, so logical bond is a core or heart of any given system of education, is found in the ideals in the sets of out of a time. Understood? Okay, logical bond, it is a core or heart of any given system of education, is found in the ideals. It sets out to a time. Understood? Okay, so then social bond, it is a perception of social institutions which are based on philosophy of life and the progress of society. Understood? It's a social bond is education aims at the perception of social institutions which are based on philosophy of life, the progress of society. Understood? Okay, then next one is cultural bond. Okay, then next one is a cultural bond. Cultural process is the cultural embraces not only the sum total of people's accomplishments, but the ideal of virtues after which is strive. Therefore, there is a cultural bond between philosophy and education. Clear? Then human bond, you know that psychology, dealing of human relationship, what is the mentality, what is the person's thinking, thoughts and migration, what is that is the thoughts. Okay, so it will come under the human bonds. So what are all the bonds are there? First one is a natural bond and logical, natural bond, logical bond, social bond, cultural bond and the human bond. Okay, so after that only you are having that assignment on that 4. Then afterwards aims of education we can go through. Okay, aims of education is, that is a utilization of aim. Okay, so first one is utilization of aim. So how to utilize the aim? What is our fulfillment? Okay, so the knowledge, it is the aim makes to educative process a purposeful 1 or depicts the relationship between the education and the life. Okay, it enhances or update the knowledge. Students should be given enough opportunities for widening and deepening their knowledge through the exploration. Okay, once again I'll tell you that is it is the aim is makes the educative process a purposeful one, and depicts the relationship between the education and life. Okay, it enhances the update the knowledge. Students should be given enough opportunities for widening and deepening their knowledge through the exploration. So that is what we are making like a demonstration classes, and for exploration in the sense for hard ward and all, when you are going to the ward and hospitals, you are doing the this one, what else, no, simulation. Okay, so simulation, so whatever you are doing, so everything we are taking. Understand? Next one is a vocational aim. So vocational aim is, that is, education should prepare the child to earn the livelihood, how to live, what to speak, what not to speak. Okay, so then productive life of society, dignity and labor and respect the labor have some developmental inculcated by means of education. It is making the students, it will be inculcated themselves, and they should be the product, that means the students should be come in the good manner. Understood? So this one, next one is social aim. Okay, social aim, it helps the child to understand the interrelationship between the child, individual and the possibilities for the various group. Education helps the formation of social norms and their implementations, and also trains the learner for follow them. Okay, education helps the child to understand the interrelationship of individuals and the possibilities of various group. Education helps the formation of social norms and their implementations, and also trains the learner to follow them. Okay, so then next one is a intellectual aim. Intellectual, you know that how to speak, and if it is a hurting or if it is a pleasure or it is a happy or whatever it is, so how they are doing. That is, intelligence is essential for acquiring knowledge, thinking, reasoning, judgment and the generalization. Education provides enough opportunities to develop the innate intellectual capacity of the student. Okay, so intelligence is essential for acquiring knowledge, thinking, reasoning, judgment and generalization. Education provides enough opportunities to develop the innate intellectual capacity of the students.